Hello, welcome to Monday Night Readings, friends. I have some friends here that are joining me. Super excited. I love when I get to have guests on and, you know, not just feel like I'm talking to myself. Obviously, you guys are in the comment section, but I love chatting with people. So yeah, everyone comment down below what you plan on reading tonight. And then we'll go ahead and do some introductions. We'll just go Yvette, Laura, Summer, and then me. And then we'll get to the comments if y'all are ready.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Yvette, and I'm over on Instagram as Levers Adores. I am not sure what I'm going to read because I just finished Dawn of Onyx a little bit ago, and that one was so good. And so I'm trying to decide. I've read a lot of fantasy recently, and if I want to read, I don't know if I want to read some more romance because I was trying to do a bunch in February. But there's like a 72-hour readathon coming up, so I don't want to read anything that's going to be a short book. So I'm kind of in the middle. I was thinking of picking up A Curious Beginnings, though. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So either that one or I'm not sure quite yet, but that's what I'm thinking.
That sounds good. I'm Laura from Laura Reads here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Jesse, for inviting me to sprint with you guys tonight. I just finished a book earlier today too, like Yvette. Actually, I think we were on the same reading sprints earlier today on Hannah's channel, getting some of that reading done. But I finished Water for Elephants, and that was a tough read. I still don't know how I really feel about it. I'm going to take some time and think about it. So I think in the meantime, I'm reading Harry Potter for the first time. So this is a really pretty illustrated version that I got my son. And yeah, I've never read it before. And I let my subscribers do you pick part of my TBR for February, and that's what they chose for me. So I need to get it done. So I figured it'd be a nice lighthearted read after something really heavy like Water for Elephants. So
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
I was like, oh, it's my turn. Okay. I'm Summer from Seasons Readings, and tonight I'm going to be reading an arc. It's called The Woods All Black by Lee Mandelo. This is what the cover looks like. Very creepy. It's a historical fiction horror with a trans main character, and it's set in Appalachia. And I think it's a novella. And I'm already I started reading it last night. I'm already 20% of the way through pretty much. So I kind of feel like I might be able to finish it tonight. I'm really, really hooked. I had to stop reading it last night because it was starting to I could tell the creepy stuff was going to start happening. So I'm ready for the creepy stuff. I have my lights on. I'll be good. I have friends. Also, though, I have to say, this book is making me so angry. I was just almost shaking with rage last night, reading the book because it's a very religious town and the main character is trans and there's just been some very direct really mean stuff said to this main character. They're just getting treated so badly. So it's also supposed to be a revenge story, so I'm so ready for these people just to get killed by some monsters or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really excited to keep reading.
get what they deserve.
No, really though, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. I'm still working with this new mic. I feel like either I'm screaming or I'm whispering, so I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Hello, my name is Jessie. My channel is Reading with Jess. You're on it, so hello, welcome. I do these reading sprints mostly every Monday night is my goal. But yeah, welcome. I am going to be reading, hopefully putting a huge chunk, if not finishing, Home is Where the Bodies Are, by Geneva Rose. I will say, Summer, there are absolutely no cringy moments. I will say that. I have not went, ooh, that's a red flag. So it's actually made me cry a few times because it's just so sad because the main character's mom passes away and it's just really, really sad. I've never had a thriller make me cry. So but now we're in the thriller section of the book, so I don't think I'm going to be crying, but you never know. So but yeah, let us know what you're reading. Everyone's channels Instagrams, all that should be listed in the description box. So go give a follow. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Brandon is here, having a quick shower before sprints, going to be reading the clinic. Perfect time to mention the clinic. I'm just saying. Next Monday, there will not be any reading sprints. We will be doing the book discussion for the clinic by Kate Quinn. And and Laura is representing the merch. Just saying. But you are not going to want to miss the book discussion because there may be a surprise after the discussion. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, moving on. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Decided to read the clinic last minute too because y'all convinced me. I bought on Kindle today, so I'll rush to read it next week. Awesome. Keisha actually picked up the clinic, and I was like, oh my gosh, I did not expect that. So hoping to finish Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. Awesome. I'm finishing None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. So close to being done. Yay, I loved that one. Going to be reading between two different books tonight, The Poppy War and Happy Place. Good choices. Wait, Laura, you liked Happy Place, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude. Oh my gosh. I loved, I know it's not for everybody, but I feel like the people that book really worked for, it really worked. I was crying. Easily my favorite Emily Henry. I'd read a couple of hers before, but I think it's my favorite romance I've ever read too, which I haven't read a lot of. That's not my go-to genre.
Yeah.
But, definitely that's a good one. I've never read The Poppy War. I've read a couple other I've read Babel and Yellowface, but I've never read The Poppy War.
Yeah, Poppy War is one of my favorite fantasies. I haven't read the second one yet, but that's on my list to read. I think it's one of my 24 in 2024. I think it's Dragon Republic. But that one's really good. And Happy Place, same. I gave that one 5 stars. And I was really worried throughout it. I was like, is this happily ever after? What's gonna happen? I was getting stressed, but it was really good.
Oh. Hello, Jules. Starting the clinic tonight. Yay. Hey, Leah Beth. Trying to remember how to pronounce that. Let's see, finishing the clinic tonight. 45 pages left. Then you'll be continuing with The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Awesome. Bride by Allie Hazelwood. Been seeing a lot of people picking that one up.
Yeah, that's my in-person book club pick. And I think I need to read it in a couple of weeks. It's coming up here. So I've been hearing mixed things, but I'm really excited to read it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what everyone's been talking about lately.
Yeah.
But you know me and Allie Hazelwood. I gave her one shot, and that was just enough for me to be like, no. Hey, Sandra. Kind of reading slump after my last book. My daughter chose Jodi Picoult, the book of both ways, so I'm starting it tonight. Yay! I love Jodi Picoult, but it takes. I feel like when I'm going to read one of her books, I feel like I'm gearing up to read a Stephen King. I just know it's going to take a lot of energy out of me. So, best of luck. Going to add the clinic too. Awesome. I love that. Hey, Kayla. I'm finally settling down for the night and getting back into Baby X, currently on page 65. I don't think I've heard of that one. Baby X? I gotta look that up.
I think I've heard of it. I don't know what it's about though.
Oh, I've seen the cover. Let's see. Science fiction and a thriller. When a microbiologist matter can be used to create live stolen celebrity DNA cells for the highest bidder. Interesting. It's kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie. Reading Bride by Allie Hazelwood. Nice. And my comments just go crazy. Okay. Hey, Katie. Reading Date with a Ghost. Awesome. Faith is here. Going to finish The Teacher by Frida McFadden tonight. Yay. I have that on my March TBR. and another March TBR book, starting Only If You're Lucky, which is actually the Sleep When I'm Dead book club pick for March. So I'm very excited for that one too. Oh, it's so weird. My friend, I have a friend that never texts me and she just texts me. That's weird. Anyways, hey Taylor. Sorry, squirrel. I'll be starting You Again tonight, but not sure. Wait, I'll be starting You Again tonight, but not sure yet. Or you think you will. My bad. I'm going to be reading The Women. I've heard nothing but great things about that one too. A Little Life. Ooh. Best of luck. I've always wondered this too, Yvette.
So in French, it just means love of books.
Oh.
So livre is books, and then adore is to adore or to love. So
You know, it's so sad. I always like say I know how to speak French, and I did not know that. Oops,
Yeah.
my bad.
Do you speak French?
a little bit, but not as much as I wish, because my mom is actually first generation, and it was her first language and everything. So didn't take the classes or anything, but like she would try to teach us as we went, and so I can hold a conversation, but not fluent or anything like that.
That's cool though. I was gonna say your pronunciation of those words. I was like, she probably knows this language.
That was like
It
spot
sounded
on.
really good.
There's like a reel going. I'm from St. Louis area, and there's a reel going. There's a lot of like French influence, like names of like streets and places in
nice.
St. Louis. But it's like nobody in St. Louis pronounces any of them
Right.
correctly. Like there's Gravois, which is probably like gravel or something, or Shodo, and it's I don't know. Anyway, it was funny, but St. Louis thing, we suck at French.
That's funny. Gabby's here reading Love and Other Words, another one of my favorite romances. Reading When in Rome tonight, just getting started on chapter 3. Awesome. Yes, we're so excited for her Harry Potter journey. Have you seen the movies?
I don't know why I keep muting myself. It's probably not necessary. There's nobody here but me. I have seen just the first one. So, and I've started reading like the first couple chapters, and like it's hard not to visualize like the characters in the movie as I'm seeing like Dumbledore, like as these characters in Hagrid, like, you know, like once you've seen the movie, you can't unthink.
Yeah.
You can't like disassociate them. But I'm noticing like there's a lot more detail, obviously, in the book than that wasn't in the movie. So yeah, the first book is going to be like a little spoiled for me because I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen any other movies. So obviously, I plan on.
Oh my gosh!
I know, and I don't know. Like that's how have I made it? I mean, I remember. So like, I used to work for the library when I was in high school. That's what I did, was just like put books on shelves, and my section was like the Harry Potter section. And I tell you, like every single time I worked, I was putting Harry Potter books back on the shelves because they were just, it was like the most checked out book, you know, during the time that it came out. And I was like, I'm so sick of Harry Potter. I will never read Harry Potter books, because I was like, that was all I was seeing whenever I was working. But anyway, obviously different time now. But yeah, so I've made it this whole time, like till 40 years, from high school till 40 years old. And I don't know like much about any of the other books besides the one movie that I've seen. So I'm excited for this series.
That's so like lucky. Like
I
you
know.
literally
Yeah.
get to experience all of it. Like
Yeah.
that is literally so cool. I'm so jealous.
Mhm.
You need to do
Yeah.
reading vlogs of them.
You should.
Well, I think I probably will. I haven't started for this one, but I think the rest of them I might, because I'm really liking it. I'm only a couple chapters in, but I can tell like I'm gonna like this.
Yeah. My
So,
husband grew up in kind of like a religious family. So like Harry Potter was just like out of the question. So so I finally got him to like watch the movies, not read the books. He would never. And he was just like, I don't know. This just isn't for me. He loves them. Anytime it's on, it's always like he always puts it on. although he hates the fifth one for obvious pink reasons. That's all I'm going to say. But anyways,
You'll find out soon.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm here for the ride.
Water for Elephants, I consider my favorite book ever, but I read it when it came out almost 15 years ago. So I definitely want to read it again to see if you feel the same. I second that. You should definitely, do that. Reading Night Watching by Tracy Sierra, a home invasion story. Ooh, creepy. Hopefully you're not home alone. Reading Butcher and Blackbird tonight.
I want to read that one so bad.
I got the audio, so I was like, maybe I should just read that one. I don't know.
I just requested it from my library a couple days ago. I think it's a few weeks out, but I'm very excited for when it does become available.
Yeah, no, I really like chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, so that's just not going to ruin it for me. Still haven't read Harry. Okay, so you're not alone. Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. Gosh, yeah. It's only because I'm on camera. I can't pronounce her last name. So, hello. I'm reading the illustrated edition of Harry Potter with my son for the first time as well.
Oh.
I requested that one on NetGalley. Home is Where the Bodies Are. Hopefully you get it. I was actually kind of shocked because I feel like I've been getting nothing but rejections. So, oh well. Yes, it's a good one. I mean, grab your tissues. I'm reading An Argyle to Solve Your Own Murder. So good so far. Murder is an English country manor. In an English country manor, right up my street. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey, Hannah, 50% through the clinic and you're obsessed. I love that for you. 5 stars for Happy Place. Reading The Women. Awesome. Twisted Hate, 7 chapters in. Bookish Bee, great book. Oh, for the women. Yes. Jodi Picoult is one of my favorite authors. The Red Circle is my favorite. I've been reading her since high school, but yes, it's a lot. Hello. Yes. Welcome to Sprints. Working on video stuff, cleaning up this book room, and hopefully starting a poison study tonight. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Hello. Catch as Cat Can. Gosh, say that 3 times fast. It's a cozy mystery. Nice. The Women is incredible. I kind of want to read it, but I obviously don't read historical fiction, but I don't know.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about The Women so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only read one Kristen Hannah. I got 4 Winds on my shelf, and I've read The Great Alone. I like historical fiction, though. I mean, that's what Water for Elephants was, but I have to be in the right mood for it. Because sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's heavier stuff.
Yeah. Me and Lena actually buddy read The 4 Winds. I think I know I did a video. Did she do a video? I don't know, but I liked it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but it was just a lot. I was like, oh, this is not my usual cup of tea.
Yeah, it's a lot. But her writing is good. No, you're fine. Sorry.
I kept talking over you. I'm sorry. I feel like I don't really like historical fiction unless it's has fantasy elements or if it's horror, like the book that I'm reading. But so I know that Kristen Hannah, I know her stuff is so good, but I just don't know if I'll ever read it, especially because a lot of her stuff is wartime.
Yeah.
Historical fiction, and I just don't enjoy that. It makes me feel so anxious to read it. I don't know.
Same.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm glad everybody else loves it though.
I got it as an ARC, and I'm trying to keep on top of those. It's really wild, liking the concept of designer babies. Oh, so you got Baby X. Interesting.
Weird.
That's so cool. I love your handle. I had no idea what that meant. Nice. Thanks for letting us all know. I have that on my shelf. Curious. I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
Look into the light.
Bless you.
Oh my gosh. Not to get off subject, but like I went and got lunch today. I went to Cava. I know Summer knows because we went
Uh-huh.
there, but it's kind of like a Mediterranean, I guess, like Chipotle. And I kid you not, the moment I got up there to like start making my bowl to the time I paid, I just kept sneezing the entire time. And then as soon as I got done paying, it was like nothing happened. It was so embarrassing. This woman behind me probably thought I had COVID. And anyways, it's been a very sneezy day today for me. Let's see. My daughter loves Harry Potter. Next month, I'm taking her to see some concert where they show the first movie in it. Oh, that's so cool. I've heard of
That's
that.
Really cool.
Always wanted to go to one of those. They have it in
Mhm.
my town in March.
Nice.
But it's like $150, $200 for the ticket. And I was like,
Mm.
ugh.
Nah, I got
And
the
then I'd
box
just
set.
be going alone. I was like, because I don't think I can convince my sister to go and spend $150. Be like, hey,
Like-
you know how much I love Harry Potter. Like, come on.
For that, you could go to like a real concert.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I almost would rather do that than like an orchestra to a movie that I've already seen. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah.
though, that would be so fun.
It's a cool
Yeah.
concept, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it'd be a really like I guess like a better enhanced experience. So, but
I feel like
didn't
I would
realize
cry.
that.
Oh yeah.
The
Like the
music
music
just
would
get
just
to ya.
hit me. Oh, I would totally cry, 100%.
My movie theater also does sometimes in October. They've done it the past few years. They'll for 7 weeks or 8 weeks, I guess. They play the Harry Potter movies in theaters
Oh.
again, and I'm like there every single week. I'm like, this
Yes.
is the best.
I love that. They do that with Studio Ghibli movies too, I think.
Oh.
Like called Ghibli Fest. So I went one year to go and see Spirited Away in theaters, and that was so fun. So I need to do that again. But I'd love Harry Potter in the theater. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
When Justin was watching Deathly Hallows Part 1 and it got to the end, he's like, "All right, put in Part 2." I was like, "No, you have to wait a year now." That's what I had to do.
That was
It was a
Mhm.
very traumatic moment for me. I haven't watched Harry Potter or read the books yet. Oh, you should get on that. It's so good.
I'm glad I'm not the last one, though.
No.
she should read the books, especially if she's not spoiled
Mhm.
with the movies and everything.
Yeah, they only get thicker and thicker, so I love fantasy now. Maybe I should. You should. Let's see. We should do it together. I've watched all the movies. It's life-changing. I read the first Harry Potter when I was 30 and loved it, and now I reread them every year. Yeah, the girl that does my hair, that's all we talk about is like Harry Potter, and she like gave me this weird like conspiracy theory, and I was just like, okay, you're a lot bigger of a fan than me. So I started YouTube. I'm gonna have to find some of your channels. I just discovered you guys from Keisha's Friends. If you do have a Harry Potter vlog, I'll be joining you. Yes, I'm sure. I kind of want to reread those too because I actually never read the last 2 books because the 5th one just made me so angry. But also the 6th and the 7th book wasn't out at that time, so yeah. I wish I could experience Harry Potter for the first time again. Me too.
Mhm.
It's so funny. Also nasty.
Yes.
That's Summer's
ready.
alley right there. Gonna be reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. That's a popular one going around. My daughter just finished that book and there was a moment. Switching between The Golden Spoon and God of Jade, A Shadow. Really like Butcher and Blackbird, but yeah, it's a little gross at parts, but hella spicy.
I see.
Right up
I'm
Summer's
ready
alley.
for it. Yep.
I love historical fiction. That's awesome. I just started a YouTube channel just last month and loved connecting with other YouTubers. Well, maybe I might have to have both of you on.
I know, that's awesome.
Let's see. Love when we met everyone on Keisha's Friends. Keisha's the best.
Mhm.
One of my faves. Yes, at some parts a bit much. Yeah. Doing some laundry, then trying to finish Mary. Awesome. Reading Love in the Time of Serial Killers. I'm really liking it. I love that you paused the sneeze. I mean, I got this mic. I don't know how much of the sneeze you're going to want to hear, so you don't need to hear my sneezes in 4K. I just got home from dinner, hoping everyone is having a great night. Awesome. Thanks, Gwen. I've not read Harry Potter books. I also fall asleep during the movies. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's so
Thank you.
orange with a touch of pink. Goals. Perfect.
I'm never gonna live that down.
Never. Alrighty. Well, are y'all ready to do our first sprint?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull this one up. It's not orange, but I think it's really pretty. Let's
That
go
is
to the side.
really pretty.
That's nice.
Hopefully there's no ads, but if there is, we're just gonna like live through it until I can't get over it. So let's see, it's 8:30 my time. Do y'all want to read until like 15 after? Get like a good 45 minutes in?
Yeah, that
Yep.
sounds good.
Okay, perfect. We'll come back at 15 after and catch up. Alrighty. I felt like that was a good sprint. I got like a lot accomplished. I don't know about y'all. How did you do it, Beth?
Mhm.
I read like 12%. I changed up what I was going to read because Elizabeth and I are buddy reading one of Sarah Adams' backlist book. So it's called To Con a Gentleman. And it's kind of Regency era romance rom-com. So got 12% read. It's pretty funny so far. Her banter is always just really, really good. So really funny. I like it. And I made fajitas. So it was good.
Yum. Fajitas are always a good option. What about you, Laura?
I got a couple chapters in on Harry Potter. I mean, I was already a couple chapters in. I got a couple chapters more done. I'm kind of a slow reader, to be honest, but like the illustrations are gorgeous. And Summer, I was thinking, like, too, in my head, like, I feel like this is kind of like the middle grade version of Getting Your Revenge. Like you were saying in your book, I'm like Hagrid showing up on Harry's birthday is kind of like the middle grade version of Revenge.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
I'm loving it. I love Hagrid so much. I loved him in the movie, so yeah. Anyway, it's going good.
Yay.
I'm
What
so
about
glad
you?
that you're liking it. I made it to 33% of my book, so it's going by pretty quickly. I'm still just like so stressed out for this character. Nothing super creepy has happened yet. I feel like maybe it's going to be kind of like slower paced and then just like really hit all at the end. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm really, really enjoying it. So
Nice.
yeah.
How far are you into it?
33%.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and it's like a novella, I think. So I think it's kind of on the shorter side, so I should be able to finish it. If not tonight, probably tomorrow.
Nice. I got, let me do the math real quick. 18% into Home is Where the Bodies Are, and it's getting pretty good. The thriller's starting to pick up a little bit. There's also like a side romance, and I'm like, I don't trust this, but like any other romance and a thriller, it's never trusting. So, but yay. Let's see how everyone else did. Hello, Elise. Just cleaning up after dinner, hoping to sit down and read for a bit before getting the kids to bed. Currently reading The End of October by Lawrence Wright, a pandemic thriller. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that one. Keisha's here. She had to get her beauty sleep. That's okay. But she's going to be reading The Clinic, which I am so shocked that she's reading The Clinic. I can't believe we convinced her, but I'm hoping she really enjoys it. The story of how all my naps go. Hi, I'm here, but from Laura's announcement.
I gotta say hi. That's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. She's so sweet. I love her channel, and like she just has like the most calming voice of anybody on BookTube. Like I love listening to her talk about books, and she reads from like a wide variety. Hi, Tammy.
I'm gonna have to write her channel down. Where did my ink pen go?
That's the cutest name too. Leave in your shelf.
That was my first comment on like the first video that I watched of her. And you'll always know like her thumbnails are like she does like the same type of thumbnail like for all of January, and then she had like a new one for February. So it's like I always know that that's a Tammy video. And so yeah, I love her channel. So very sweet. But that was the first comment that sorry, ABC brain. That was the first comment though that I told her, like, I love your channel name. She's like, she spent a lot of time coming up with that, but
it's clever.
So
I love it. Hey Danny, just wanted to stop in and say hi. You read 5 chapters, made it to page 72 of The Clinic. I'll pick up my book next spring, but first, the dinner of champions, a bowl of cereal. That actually sounds really good. I had a really early dinner, like 4 o'clock. So I think a bowl of Cocoa Puffs are in the near future. I'll make sure to cut off the mic so y'all can't hear me crunch on that. But
ASMR sprints.
That's one of the only meals my dad knows how to make. So
read 4 chapters, read 25 pages. Yeah, exactly. I now have a craving for cereal.
Mhm.
Up to chapter 7. Thanks, Keisha. Read 20 pages, loving the characters so far in When in Rome.
that's a cute one.
Awesome. I'm hoping to get to Practice Makes Perfect for something special coming in March. So got 5% read and made dill dip. I'm very intrigued. I love dill pickles
Mhm.
and I love dips. I'm intrigued. Got to page 195, and it's giving similar vibes of The One by John Mars, but a lot creepier because of non-consensual babies is hella icky.
Ugh.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you.
I will not be putting that one on my TV. Baby X. Ugh. It sounds so weird.
I read a couple chapters and switched out laundry. Now the pups are demanding attention. You better give it to them. Page 192 of Night Watching. 37 pages. I'll be able to finish on the next sprint. Awesome. Where did I get this lovely sweatshirt? Well, since you asked, it is my Sleep When I'm Dead book club merch. So I actually designed this. I drew the ghost and then I came up with a font on Canva for this. And then Laura's actually got the other one that came up. It says ghosting you for a good book. So I was actually toying around with another design idea, but it's nowhere near ready. But yes, Death by TBR.
They're
Link in the
super
description.
comfy.
I love them.
They're super comfy, and I love them. I have the same one that Laura has with the.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway.
Ghosting you for a good. That's what my
Yes,
husband
that I was
like
the words go this way.
Yeah. My
I think you have the same color too, right, Summer?
I have the blue one, like the lighter blue.
Okay. Then
yeah,
you're
when
good.
I
have
open
some-
this up. Oh, sorry, Summer.
No, you're good.
Say when I opened this up and put it on, my husband was like, "Yeah, that fits you." I'm like, "Well, it's for a book club, but also it fits."
Jesse, you need to have more
yeah.
pink options. Just saying.
Or
You know,
Or the purpley color.
like this color? The
Yeah.
oh,
lavender.
I don't know.
Orange?
Bonfire hates me, so
Mm.
but I don't know. There could be something coming up. I don't know. I'm still doodling over here, so
I'm reaching out to everybody and being like tank tops and like, I can't wear sweaters.
yeah. I need to offer more. I'm hoping to like I'm hoping to do something different that wouldn't be like sweatery.
But
Tight.
people love sweaters, so I mean it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I know they have a bold orange that has your name on it. Summer. I got 5% done of the Poppy War. Awesome. 75-ish% of the Teacher. I'm so intrigued by that one. Read a couple of chapters. Awesome. Cereal for Dinner is one of my favorites. It's elite. 30 pages at Sprint. I'm sorry, but the fingerprints, Jesse, I can't handle this. I may have to go back and figure out what you're talking about, but yeah, can't handle it. I finished The Clinic. Can't wait to discuss it next week. Me too. It's going to be the bomb. We should all just follow each other's channels. Anyone else here on YouTube? I love Believe in Your Shelf. Amazing name. It is really cool. I'm going to have to go follow her. Got to page 195 and giving vibes of the one. Oh, wait. Didn't I just read this?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not putting that on my TBR.
was like, wait a minute, I'm having like major deja vu here.
We went back
Since
in
we're talking
time.
about snacks. Oh, go ahead.
I said we went back in time.
Oh, yeah. Since we're talking about snacks, I heated up some Dairy Queen chicken strips with gravy. Yes, please. That sounds amazing. I wear my pink. Oh, that's so sweet. They are very cozy. See, there is a pink option. I just didn't remember.
I feel like you used to have it, and then maybe like you redid it or something, and there wasn't the pink option anymore.
Hmm.
I don't remember though.
I guess Elise is one of the OG buyers.
Yeah,
I know
I
Lena's
know. I
got
should
like
have
the
gotten it.
super old logo, and I'm like, oh,
Uh-huh.
the old logo. Ew.
It's cool, isn't it? Like a top view of a cup of coffee.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's
ghost
cool.
face in like a cup of coffee or something.
I think that's cool.
That was such a pain in the butt to make. Can you share the link to your merch? I want to buy. Of course, it should be down below. If not, I'll put it in the comment section. But thank you. If my phone is sending the same comment multiple times, I'm sorry. We're all having Monday tech include. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what is happening? I have to go sing you for a good book switcher, and I always get compliments. Yay! Use Greek yogurt, dried dill, dried parsley, minced onions. Ooh, seasoning, and it's that sounds amazing for vegetables. 12% red, and still liking my book. They just turned into Knives Out real quick. I've never seen that movie, but I've heard it's really good.
It's good.
It's really good. You should watch it.
I didn't read that sprint, but got my video uploaded, posted, and worked on some other bookish things. It was very productive. Well, I'm so happy. I'm gonna have cookies and cream ice cream.
Are you reading Butcher? And what?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know about that. You're welcome. All right. Do y'all want to do one more longer sprint, like read until 15 after again? Sound good? Okay. Awesome. Let me bring back the lake windy mood. All right. We'll come back at 15 after. Okay. How did y'all do?
I think I got 14% on that one. So kind of the same pace. It's really funny. I love like it's a Regency romance and she's conning him and it's just so funny and like oh my gosh, I love it. It's hilarious.
You said that's by Sarah Adams.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's one of her one of the ones that she did before all of the other it's like a back one of her first ones, I think, before like practice her was it one in Rome and
Okay.
stuff. But yeah.
Nice.
I love Regency stuff.
It's so funny.
Yvette, have you read oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name. A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft.
No, not yet. I have it on hold on Libby, so just waiting for it to come in. But I'm really excited.
I feel like you'll like it because it's like cozy fantasy kind of like with the Regency.
Yeah.
Like it definitely has like Bridgerton vibes. There's kind of like a secret like newsletter that's like gossipy kind of.
Oh,
So.
I love that. Oh, I'm gonna love
I feel
it.
like you'll like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Laura?
I'm to the point now where he's just getting ready to go. Like the next chapter is like the platform 9 3/4.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I watched like the first movie was my son, like a couple of years ago, he was really into Harry Potter. So that's where I bought him the book, like this illustrated version for his birthday. And I watched the movie just so I could throw him like a Harry Potter themed birthday party because I knew nothing about it. So I'm like, I'll just watch the first movie and I'll, like we did like a little like wand making activity. And so it's been a couple of years since I've seen the movie, but obviously like it's all coming back to me reading it. Part of me too was just thinking like, how much money is this going to cost me? Because now I'm like convinced that I want like all of the illustrated versions. And I think this was pretty expensive, but like, I mean, it's so pretty. Like I can't imagine reading it. And I'm such a visual person anyway, that I really like, especially with middle grade when there's like pretty, like, beautiful illustrations. So I'm just thinking in my head, like part of me, like I had to like go back and reread because all I was really thinking about was like, how much is this going to cost me by the time I buy all of these books? Anyway.
Make sure buy it online from Target because Target's online books are always cheaper than in stores. So buy it online and they always, or not always, they have buy one, get one half off quite often. Okay. So that's what I would just put the order online and just pick it up and do it when they do the buy one, get one half off.
That's a good idea. Actually, now that you say that, I think that might have been where I got this one. Maybe I'll have to check. But yeah, that's a good idea to like look around. I hope they still, because this was a couple of years ago, I think that I bought this. I hope they're still like easy to get a hold of. But
oh yeah, they're super easy. They've got the first 5 are out, and then the artist though he is, I think, mental health or physical health is not doing so well, so they're not sure if he's going to continue it or if they're going to bring somebody else in.
It's beautiful. Like I love the artwork. Oh my god,
I like that. And then that's that's all 5 of them, and then those are my Nina Lima ones that are so much fun. They're interactive and like pop-up and stuff. Those are really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was on mute. I made it to 50%. 50. I said that kind of weird. 50% of my book. So I'm halfway through. Still really liking it. Something kind of creepy just happened. I feel like the action. I've been saying this every update. I'm like, I think something really crazy is about to happen, but like I really feel like something's about to happen. So I'm just really excited to keep saying, I don't know. I'm just excited. I feel like I'm just gonna keep reading tonight. I think I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. So I'm having at least like 4-star feelings. Depending on how it ends, it definitely has potential to be 5 stars. So really, really enjoying it.
It's interesting, Summer. I think that you're like 50% of the way in or over 50% and like not a lot has happened. It makes me wonder like what the story arc is going to look like. Is it just going to be like, doom, you know, like where it's just going to get really crazy at the end?
Yeah.
That always
I feel like,
yeah.
yes, but I also love it though. It's feeling pretty gothic, and it even has kind of like mentioned a few times, like it's used the word gothic to describe the town and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like, I feel like that's the type of book that it is. So I feel like it's going to be kind of slow paced and then just like all hit. Also though, like since it's a novella, I feel like it kind of makes sense for it to kind of have more of the action at the end, so that it's, because if it was spread out earlier, it might be like too soon in the story. Like, I don't know. I feel like some more things could have been happening, but also if the ending pays off, I don't care. So I'm excited to see how it ends.
Is it building tension too? Like you feel like something's coming? Okay.
It's heavily alluding to something happening. Yeah. Like the overall vibe that the main character's having is like there's something weird going on. And there's even kind of been another character that mentioned like something is about to happen kind of a thing. So yeah, I'm being so cryptic, but really I'm having a good time so far though. It's still just like so frustrating because these town people, it's like the main character is a nurse that is moved to this small town to help do like vaccinations and help with like anyone that's pregnant, stuff like that. Like just general keeping people healthy. And all of these people are so closed-minded because of their pastor being like, we don't like that this person is different and is queer. And so we're going to risk the health of everyone in the town because I don't want you to go interact with them. And it's just pissing me off. I'm just like, you really hate a person that much that you're going to like stop people from getting medical attention. It's so frustrating. So I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like something good and crazy is going to happen.
Yeah. That'll be good as long as it delivered. Sounds like a good one. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, for me, still reading Home is Where the Bodies Are, and I am like 15% away from finishing this book, like 15%. And I feel like it's rushing a little bit. But I think because like the first quarter of the book was like really sad, no real big mystery, and now it's like trying to like catch up a little bit. I don't know. It just, but I'm like here for it, and I'm like the chapter right before, not the last chapter I read, but the one before that, it's like, all right, you want all the answers? Let me give you all the answers. Next chapter, and it's a different point of view and a different timeline. I'm like, I don't care what you have to say. I want to know the answers. So, but yeah, I mean, right now it's leaning to it. Right now it's like a 4-star. So ultimately, like what the answers are could be a 5 or 3. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I'm really excited. It's going by really quickly. My Kindle says I have like 38 minutes left of the Kindle book. So we shall see. So I'll probably definitely finish that once I go lay in bed and stuff like that. But let us know how you in the comments section, how your reading was. Let's see. Just joining, glad to find your sprints tonight. I'm reading The Woman, another person reading the Kristen Hanna book. Nice. Does anyone else read out loud to themselves? I have. Have y'all done that?
Kind of depends.
Like I have, but not like consistently.
I don't, but I know somebody who does. Like she reads out loud to herself, like exclusively. That's how she reads. But I usually don't.
Yeah, I used to take like speech therapy as a kid, and I probably still need speech therapy because I like stumble over my words half the time. But like I used to have like hard times like pronouncing things, and like sometimes I still catch myself doing that sometimes. But that was like one of the big ways of like helping me like to like slow down my reading, or like my thinking is to read out loud. So sometimes I still do that to myself to like make me slow down, even though I'm like constantly going. But yeah, you're not alone. Just finished The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna and have tears streaming down my face. Definitely a 5-star read and will stick with me. Yay.
Is that the one you said you read, Jessie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have that one. That's the other Kristen Hanna book that I have not read yet.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's just sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in the right mindset for it.
Yeah, I did not cry. And I think if I was in like that specific mindset, I probably would have cried and maybe ranked it a little higher. But overall, it was still really good. And I definitely want to read more of Kristen Hanna. It's just, it takes a while for me to get to reading outside my comfort zone.
I don't read too many historical fictions, but
Mhm.
I realized I was like saying things that I really like, and I really like pirates. So like the only historical fiction that I really want to read is anything with like pirates or like ships and like stuff like that. And I was like, is that a fantasy? No, that's historical fiction, I guess. That's my niche historical fiction that I like.
Yeah.
I love
Whatever
that.
gets
I
you
need
in.
I need recommendations, Yvette, because I totally want to read it.
They're definitely
historical
harder to
fiction.
find, but there was like one of my favorites was called, and I think it's a YA, it was called Bloody Jack, and
Okay.
it's Misadventures of Jackie Faber. And so like I think it's like 8 or so books long, but I love the first few
Oh,
books
wow.
especially. And it's a young girl who like her whole family dies and she gets kicked out into like the gutters, and so she pretends to be a ship's boy, and then it's like they talk about ship life, and I loved it. I think it's so much fun. That's one of my favorites.
That's awesome. I'm going to add that to my TBR for sure. I love that.
Right after, was it Blackbird, or what's the Blackbird one that we're talking about?
Butcher and Blackbird.
Butcher. I kept wanting to say Ballad, but I was like, no, that's like Songbird Hunger Games, but Butcher and Blackbird, yeah.
Mhm.
That one. Dozing off, so I'm calling it a night. Thanks for this. For sprints. Yeah. For the sprints. Read 4 chapters. Thanks for the sprints. Have a good night. You too. Calling it a night, going to bed. Have a good night, everyone. I'm just not feeling 100% this evening, so I made some tea that's supposed to help with when you're feeling icky. So I didn't get much reading done, but we'll be continuing after sprints. Speaking of icky, I finished Baby X, and what a ride. Things got crazy. I feel like it begs to be made into a mini series. I've never watched the show, but kind of sounds like how people would describe like Black Mirror in a way, as like a thing. So I read about 3 chapters. Awesome. Got another 20 pages in that sprint. Have 13 pages left in the book. It's been a wild ride. Awesome. 25 more pages into the clinic. Awesome. 206. Thanks for sprints, of course. Yay. I'm glad to hear that you just want to keep reading. That's awesome. 5%. Oh my gosh. And that is 1 Instagram away from hitting 500. Awesome. Made it to page 100 of the clinic. Just kidding. She hit 500. Yay. My statement is unmatched for reasons hopefully to be announced at a later date. Interesting. We have a special order.
You?
I think I was the 500th.
Ooh, that's special.
Yay. I was literally in the middle of a fight scene when we stopped. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's probably hard. She's doing not Dragon Republic, but the first book. I can't think of it right now.
Poppy
Can't
War?
either.
Yeah, she's reading Poppy War. So,
Oh.
and then she said that she's read 5%, and 5% is like 50 pages or whatever, because it's so thick.
That's funny. That's so funny. I just said that. Did you get the new Listen to Barry arc? I think it's called If I Tell a Lie. The teasers she has shared look good. No. But I'm going to add that to my list. If you tell a lie. I actually just read her newest book. It doesn't come out till next month. It's a audio only. It's one of her own. And it's really good. If you like audiobooks that are like fully produced with like sound effects, that one's really good. It was actually my first 5-star read of the year. So highly recommend that one. Absolutely loved Four Winds. Woohoo, Yvette. We're so excited for you. Cinnamon and Gunpowder by Ellie Brown is a fun pirate book. The main character is a female pirate captain of a ship. There you go.
Adding that to my TBR. I wrote it down. Speaking of pirate stuff, has anyone watched Our Flag Means Death on HBO?
I don't have HBO.
If you like pirate shows, it's a good one. They canceled the show though, but season 2 kind of ends to where like they could do a season 3, but also it can kind of end with season 2, so it's still satisfying. But that's a really good pirate show if you want a pirate show.
This looks hilarious. Cinnamon and Gunpowder.
What does the cover look like?
What's it look like?
It's not like a
Oh, I think I've seen that cover before.
It looks so funny. I want to read that first.
She's like, add to TBR.
Yes.
Alrighty, I think that's all the comments. Yeah, that's the very end. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, and thank you everyone in the comment section. Make sure you go give everyone a follow. I've linked their channels or their Instagrams down below. But yeah, anybody want to like shout out like a video coming up or I don't know, anything before we end for the night?
I have something fun coming up that'll be announced in a couple days on Wednesday. So keep an eye out on Instagram.
I'm so excited. I'm just saying. Oh.
She's weird.
Oh.
We switched places. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, like you like went away and I was like, oh, let me add her back. And she like added herself. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's funny. Anything else
for that? I have like my latest video is a thing that I'm doing kind of like a spin-off of March Madness, like the basketball stuff, but it's called Book Madness. So it's going to be like a bracket style, like basically starting March 1st. Every day on my community tab is going to be a poll of 2 different books for people to
that's so
choose
cool.
from. Kind of like a long, elaborate, chaotic way for people to choose my TBR for March. It's going to get down to like 2 final books. And then those are the 2 books that I'll read and decide which one I like the best, but then also let people vote on which one they like the best too. I actually got the idea from like a Taylor Swift Facebook group that I'm in, and we've done that like where they'll post like every day pairing Taylor Swift songs until you get to the final end. So that's kind of where I came up with the idea. So that's coming up in March for me.
That's awesome.
I love that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
I've seen the thumbnail and I was like, add to watch later. I've been so bad at watching YouTube videos.
No, you're
And
good.
so today was supposed to be the day and it just was not the day to catch up. So, but I got a treadmill. So I'm hoping in the morning I can catch up on my YouTube watch later list. So
Nice.
but
Yvette, anything to announce now that you've hit 500 on Instagram? Or
Yeah.
there are thoughts and musings, but nothing.
inside joke.
No announcements quite yet.
more to come.
Yeah.
Bonus points if you find a pirate assassin book for
I
you.
do love assassin books. I was on Keisha's wrap up, and I had read, I think, 12 books in January, and I was like, and then I read this assassin book, and then this book was about assassin. And like everything I was saying I had read was like, and it was assassins, and it was 5 stars. So I like that as well.
Let's see. For me, I have a new video that will be going live on Thursday. And then next week is No Reading Sprints. We'll be doing our book discussion for the clinic. And like I said, there is something really interesting that you should definitely tune in for. Like I said, links all down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll go ahead and end the stream here. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.